I've always had more friends than I could count. And I was always so cruel to everyone. Getting to know the one girl who seemed to have nothing compared to me showed me what true friendship was, and what it meant to really have everything through the people that loved you and your true friends. But, all of these feelings, I don't know what to do. It's as if I've found myself, but I am also still discovering what I want in my heart. Who knew that something as simple as my own feelings could be so difficult? The past few weeks have been weird. Brian has been skipping school, and for some reason Kara is avoiding me. I thought we were cool after she came to my house, but I guess not. The only thing that I can count on being consistent is seeing Amy every morning with Justin. We have grown much closer. It's actually kind of crazy. I never thought I would be friends with Amy Peters, and being friends with Justin was an even bigger surprise. I've been hanging out with them so much I think Mags and Kelsey have given up on trying to hang out. But I would choose Amy and Justin over them any day. All they want to do is gossip and shop. But Amy can go 5 seconds without wanting to criticize someone. All right. That is all for today. Hope you guys have a great break. Mrs. Hitchcliff, my English teacher, says as the bell dismissing us from school rings. I shove my textbook into my backpack and walk up to her desk. Hello there, Jenny. Is there something I can do to help you? She smiles up at me. Mrs. Hitchcliff is the shy kind of beautiful. You wouldn't really notice how pretty she is unless you were really looking. Just wanted to check in and see how you're handling the divorce. I smile at her. She's probably my favorite teacher, and I'm pretty much an open book when it comes to her, and she's the same with me. Recently she got divorced with probably the worst man I have ever heard of. Oh, I'm feeling great. I am much better off, and my mother is helping to take care of Buster and Daisy during the day. Buster and Daisy are her 2 dogs. Ah, that's so sweet of her. Your mom is the best. Mrs. Hitchcliff's mother is one of the nicest people I have ever met. Sometimes she'll come in during class and drop off lunch for Mrs. Hitchcliff, and even helps us with our assignments. Yes, she really is. All right, well, I am going to get packed up and head home. Have a great break, Jenny. Mrs. Hitchcliff smiles at me. Goodbye, Mrs. Hitchcliff, you too. I walk out of the classroom. Mrs. Hitchcliff hasn't said anything to me directly, but I can tell she notices a difference in me. She's always told me to stay true to myself, and I always thought I was, but now that I have real friends, I finally understand what she meant. With a smile, I walk out of the classroom and to the front of the school to where I parked. Winter break, here I come. As I'm pulling into my driveway, I see a familiar red vehicle. I shut off the engine with excitement as I see Kara sitting on my front porch. Her hands stop fidgeting and her face brightens when she sees me. Kara! Hey! I haven't heard from you in a while. How have you been? I walk over to her, dropping my car keys into my purse. She stands up, wiping her hands on her skinny jeans. Man, those jeans are cute. I want to know where she got them from. I've just been a bit busy. Trying to figure some things out, I guess. Sorry, I kind of disappeared. Anyway, I was wondering if maybe you'd want to hang out today? Or like we could do another day. I know it's the start of spring break and I'm sure that you have other places to be. She's doing the rambling thing. Of course. I cut her off before she flips out with anxiety. Really? Well, all right then. I would invite you over, but I'm not sure if you really want to be at my house right now. My brother has his entire gaming clan over and it's not pretty. She winces. I'm sure it's not as bad as you make it out to be, but it definitely doesn't sound super fun. If you want, we could go somewhere, or we could just chill here and like watch movies or something. I shrug. Technically, the only time me and Kara had ever hung out was when she was talking to me about the Amy thing, but it was fun after we got everything sorted out. She is a really cool person, and I feel sorry for myself that I didn't get to know her sooner. We had seen each other at school sometimes after that day, but like I said, she seemed to have been avoiding me until now. And I'm glad. I kinda missed her. I'm alright with just chilling. I'm not really in the mood to go out, especially because that usually means spending money. She laughs, and I gesture her inside. I need to set my backpack and stuff up in my room. You can follow if you want. She stays behind me as I make my way up the stairs to my room. I've never really been embarrassed of anything before. I mean, I have been the most popular girl in my grade for as long as I can remember. I've always been invited to parties, always went out with the most guys, and yet the thought of another person besides mom and dad seeing my room makes me more nervous than anything. I've never shown anyone my room before. I would usually just make up an excuse, like that it's off limits or something, and now all of a sudden I'm trusting Kara, who I've hung out with exactly once. Why do I trust her so much, and why am I worried about what she's gonna think? I hesitantly open the door to my bedroom, looking back at Kara. Welcome to my room. I gesture inside and wince. Anime posters line my walls, pictures of my cosplay costumes on my shelves which are filled with manga. My most embarrassing obsession highlighted all over my room, and yet Kara doesn't seem the least bit weirded out. In fact, she's walking around the room intrigued. And she pauses on each of my photos, and her face lights up. These costumes, they're amazing. And obviously handmade. Did you make them yourself? She turns to me, expectantly. I slowly nod, and her face breaks into a huge smile. That is seriously cool. I heard you watching Haikyuu the first time I came around, but I definitely wasn't expecting this. Finally, someone I can rant about Kageyama and Hinata's relationship with. And so many other shows too. I didn't realize you were so into this stuff. Seriously, you keep surprising me. Yeah. It's just, Nobody really knows I'm into this stuff except my parents. I guess I've always been too worried about my image at school. What people thought of me. Even when I'm cosplaying, I make myself as unrecognizable as possible. I mean, I run into kids from school at those cons sometimes, but at the time I didn't want anyone to know that it was me. Not only would my friends judge me and think I was weird, the weird kids would think I was faking. I don't know. I just didn't feel like anyone would be accepting, so I've always just kept it to myself. I rub my hands together, a habit that I only pick up when I'm nervous, and look down at the ground. I totally understand. But seriously, a true friend wouldn't care what kind of stuff you're into. And as your friend, I'm saying this is freaking awesome. She grabs my hands, and I look up. I want to say I've never seen such beautiful eyes, because I haven't, but that is so cliché. But oh my, they're just so chocolatey and perfect. Thank you, Kara. I smile. Her boost of confidence definitely helped, but I am still not going to go out of my way to tell people I'm into anime and cosplay. If they find out, they find out. Alrighty, well now that we've got everything settled, wanna go watch Haikyuu or something? Well, I've seen it a million times, so we can watch from where you are. I grin at her. Girl, same here. I'm at the point where I'm waiting for a new season, and so I'm just watching all of my favorite episodes. So we could continue doing that, or I found this promising romance anime. Not my typical choice, but it actually looked pretty good, though I'm definitely more into action. She sits down on my bed, waiting for my answer. I'm down to try something new, I say, and she smiles and follows me downstairs. I completely lost track of time. I didn't even realize it was so late until my mom came home from work. Hey, sweetheart. I'm home. Hanging with a friend? I jump up, staring dumbfounded at my phone. Kara, I am so sorry. I didn't even realize it was so late. I run a hand through my hair. She probably had places to be. Jenny, it's okay. It's not like I have anything else going on. I'm basically free until school starts back up in 2 weeks. Don't worry about it. She laughs and I sit back down. Well, in that case, you could stay and we could just have a sleepover or something. I regret the words right as they come out of my mouth. Sleepover? What are we, 3rd graders? What is wrong with me? Actually, that sounds really fun. Cue the anime. As I am about to apologize for this stupid comment, I stop and look at her, a smile spreading across my face. Okay. I turn and click play, wrapping back up in my blanket. Mom, Kara is staying the night. Okay, honey. Do I need to order a pizza or something? She pokes her head into the living room. Kara? You hungry? I look over at her. Always. She laughs, and I turn to my mom. Order 1 extra large cheese, and... Make that 2x large cheeses. Thanks, Mrs. Prescott. She smiles to my mom. Cheese is superior, I say, and Kara nods. Duh. Hey Jenny, thanks for having me over. I've had a really good time. We should do this more often. She smiles and continues watching the show, and I do the same. When the pizza arrived, me and Kara eat nearly the entire 2 pizzas, and I'm pretty sure both of us have used the bathroom 15 times. My stomach feels terrible, but it was totally worth it, especially because I got to watch Kara run. She thought she was going to puke. Both of us have been joking about who feels more sick and who's going to make a beeline for the bathroom next. Overall, this sleepover is a blast so far, and I really don't want it to end. Kara is one of the most down-to-earth people I have ever met, and I'm so lucky that I finally came to my senses and found a friend as good as her. Hey, I'm pretty tired, so I may fall asleep. Kara says to me. Yeah, I'm pretty spent, too. I'll just let Haikyuu play. Sound good? I ask. Totally. Thanks for a great night, Jenny. I'm glad we're friends. Me too. I wake up to the sound of Jenny's snoring next to me. Even though it's the most obnoxious snore I have ever heard, she still looks perfect in her sleep. It's totally unfair, but because my eyes have been blessed, I'm not complaining. When she asked me to stay the night, I was not only surprised, but super excited. Truth be told, I haven't had a sleepover with anyone except for Amy, and we hadn't done that since middle school. And Jenny is seriously amazing once you get past her exterior. She started to let her walls break down, and the person behind them is really amazing. I stand up and head to the bathroom, checking the time on the stove. 8:12 a.m. Even in the summer, I can't help but wake up early. After using the bathroom, I walk back into the room. Jenny is still sound asleep and still snoring. I turn the TV on and play Demon Slayer, though I'm only half paying attention because I keep stealing glances at Jenny. I don't remember the last time I was this invested in somebody, because in this moment I would do almost anything to be in her arms. I don't understand. Her outer beauty is so significant, but that's not even why I'm interested, though I will admit she is so hot. Her whole personality is just so amazing. I feel like I could sit and talk to her for hours and I would never get bored. She just makes everything less terrible. Her smile is contagious and makes my stomach start churning, and not in the same way that the pizza did last night. And that's when it hits me. I am so head over heels for this girl. I yawn as my eyes flutter open. I realize that I'm still in the living room, and as I look over I remember why. I smile as I see Kara engrossed in Demon Slayer. She looks over and realizes that I woke up. Oh! Hey, she says, startled. And then her face melts into a smile. Good morning. How'd you sleep? Shouldn't I be the one asking you that? You are the guest. I chuckle as I sit up, groaning. I always forget how bad my back hurts when I don't sleep in my bed. I suppose so. Anyway, I was just going to wait for you to wake up because I didn't want to just leave you, but I don't want to put you or your mom out any more than I already have, so I'll head out. Thank you so much for having me over, Kara says as she gets up, folding the blanket she had used. Oh, you don't have to hurry out. I can make you some breakfast if you want. It's really okay, I have nothing going on. Don't feel like a bother. I stand and put my hand over hers. At that moment, something happens. It's just so hard to explain, but it's the warmth and softness of her hand, the way she blushes, and just her. I never want to let go. Finally, I snap out of it and remove my hand from hers. Come on, I'll make some pancakes or something. I turn away, not wanting her to see the redness spreading across my face. She follows, ducking her head down. So, Jenny, she starts, do you have any plans at all over break, or are you just gonna binge haiku the whole week? Haha, very funny. I roll my eyes and smile as she starts laughing. I was going to visit my grandparents possibly, but besides that I really have nothing going on. So yeah, maybe some haiku binging here and there, maybe some homework seeing as some of my teachers are ruthless, and possibly crafting. Always fun. How about you? I mean honestly same. I never really have plans over spring break, but my favorite aunt is going to visit. She lives out of the country, so I don't see her very often, but when I do it's always a good time. Maybe you could meet her. She'd love you, and if you have nothing else to do, you could come hang out with us. Unless you aren't interested, of course. She seems like she's gonna go into another one of her rambling outbursts. That sounds like a lot of fun, Kara. I smile and start to think about meeting Kara's aunt. Do they look alike? Is it even possible to be as hot as Kara is? Wait. Hot? Hold on. I don't know that I've ever felt this way around a girl, but the butterflies in my stomach and the heat in my face are telling me that I am feeling something. Towards Kara. The realization of this freaks me out. I'll be right back, Kara. Bathroom. I point and hurry out of the room. I just don't understand. I have had friends in the past who were gay, but I never really thought about the fact that I might be gay. Am I gay? I must be if Kara makes me feel like this. What else could it be? I just don't know what to do about it. Is she gay? Do I want her to be gay? Do I want to pursue my feelings? I don't know that I'm ready to fully understand what is happening. And what if she doesn't feel the same? I will feel really stupid if she doesn't feel the same. I look in the mirror. I'm still the same old Jenny, but for some reason I feel different. It's like I unlocked a new part of myself. Jenny Level 2. New power-up, self-realization. I take a deep breath and step out of the bathroom. Hiding from my feelings will not change them. And as scared as I am, I want to spend more time with Kara, so I'm gonna have to suck it up. Hey, Jenny, everything all right? Kara smiles. I feel the blush creeping up my cheeks, and I don't really mind. Everything's okay, thank you. I'm really lucky to have you as a friend, you know? I give her a hug, and I feel her stiffen, but then she sinks into my arms. Even if she doesn't feel the same, I don't think anything could make me regret this friendship. I don't stop the smile forming on my lips, and the hug feels like forever, but also that it's over in an instant. But it was the best hug I've gotten in a long time. I'm lucky to have you too, Jenny. Seeing you branch out has been some of the best things. I'm glad I got to know you. I just know today is going to be a good day.